Hey everyone, I have a client with me today. I thought I'd just do a generalized reading for this person. They were happy to be recorded, so I'm going to give them the cards, they're going to give them a shuffle, and we're going to see what it picks up for them and for the coming next few months of their journey. As you can see, I allow the person to shuffle the cards, get some energy acquainted to the cards. It's always a good way of starting. And once they're ready, I'll give them back and we're going to do that general read. Okay. It's talking about ambition and creativity with career or business drive. And it's saying to this person, be subjected to a new idea, new ideals, projection for career could be studies, learnings, or the fact that you are thinking of a job or business potential. Eight of Cups tells me that they have gone through some sort of loss. It's a very strong loss card. What I like about it is where it is. Being on the left-hand side means in the past they've had a loss. That's a huge loss of love and it's not fixable from here. It actually says to them, concede this loss and move on or move forward with your life because this is not something we can repair. The next 6 months, they're enjoying their life. They're trying to move past things and grow, whether it's their work, career environment, whether it's their family life. They're starting to embrace and enjoy life these 6 months, so it's an emotional period ahead of them. And yes, they've been disappointed or let down, whether it's friendships or the journey that went wrong in the past, but still there's something of hope, so still something on offer that could come forward and be good once again in this path, especially on the emotional level, I mean. Now it's an opportunity year. We love the Magician. The Magician is saying to them, be the bargainer, be the buyer or be the seller of your next step. Also, love is on the table. The Magician is kind of like your social media card if you want to think about it like that. Why? We do meet and greet people online. We do start businesses from home or online home businesses. It is an action card where whether we're buying a car or buying a house or we're doing something quite different. A lot of job interviews are now online. So I'm not surprised. The Magician is saying every element is open to change as long as you use one thing well, your voice. Texting, emailing or phone call. Please remember, he's telling you, take the action, go after things. This is your best year to sort of prepare yourself for growth and progress as long as you go after things with that voice instilled. There's one thing off that table, the ace of new work or new money. The growth of opportunity is coming forward already. So that's a great ace to see in that sort of area. I'm worried they're still stressing. They're still concerned about their life. They still have some sort of anxiety, maybe kind of like a mini depressed state at times even, but they're acknowledging it. It's telling them to get advice, don't avoid problems, talk to someone, vent. This card is not a solitude card. This card is saying you're over worrying, over analyzing. Talk to someone you do trust. Let's get this off your back or off your shoulders. A travel card. I'm hoping this person wishes to travel because it's a very strong overseas travel card. And they want to empower their choices, not feel weak by change. So it's saying, whether it's a job, whether it's a business venture, to take those steps forward. Don't fear change. Let's grow with change. End of the day, it says their journey in life is going to be fulfilled once again. Take new leaps and new opportunities on board. Calculated risk, which means contracts, signings, whatever you're doing here with the new job venture. It's not a crazy thing. As long as this is not impulsive, the Fool is saying take that leap of faith. You are ready once again to start your life fresh. Now, how big was the reading? 1, 2 major arcanas and the Ace of Pentacles can come along with them. 2.5 is a very safe reading, especially if you've gone through something like an emotional trauma, especially if you're still worried or concerned about things. So I'm not surprised it gave them a 2.5 mark of, look, this is about your next 6 months. We don't want you to think too far ahead. These things are very important. Action, opportunities, and growth in the areas of money. Okay, what we do now is we put them all back. We give them a quick shuffle and we just go one step further just to give this person a bit more free advice about what they can do from here. So the outcome of this year, it's costly. It's a bit of a costly year for them. Also shady year when it comes to friends or relationships. Okay, the outcome, they've got to trust their gut more. The Moon card is telling them your inner gut is directing you now. Be suspicious of certain people. Be wary of certain people. Keep your back up a little bit. Be guardful in your approach. Okay, and it says this, Yes, we can have many breakdowns, or we can also choose a breakthrough. This is the time to choose a breakthrough. This is the time for us to now grow and let those problems or areas go. And that's why it's a 9 and 7 doesn't add up to the 18, because this person still has those 6 months to go through and get past that pain or trauma they went through. Overall, what do they need to know is they've got to weigh up their decisions more carefully. Family is going to be the most important factor, but I do worry about rivalry or relatives or problematic areas of friendships, and something of celebration this year. If they get to like the round of the month of October, I feel like things will start to improve and they will start to enjoy life, embrace the new beginnings or process that they are going through. If there were any warnings, the Tower means make sure you get things in contract. Don't pretend something you've heard without getting proof of it. The foundations are not as strong as you thought they were. We always worry with the Tower, it's like building on a little bit of pretense or falsehood. Okay, warnings, love. It says with love and loyalty should coexist with the one partner. This person wants the real genuine journey of love. They don't want time wasters. They don't want someone that's in or out of their life constantly. They've had that and they're over that. They want the real deal or stay away. Okay, warnings, new beginnings. Another ace of that magician's table. Creative. New beginnings can mean be diverse with your business or investments. Be smart with the creative side of life. I like the Tower because the Tower is preparing you not to go backwards, not to build on falsehood. Don't pretend everything is all right when it's not all right. Let's get back to the basic of good foundations. Last of all, home life has to be stable. Stability and security is the home front at the moment for this person. They don't need lots of money. They don't need lots of friends even. They want their nest to be nice and safe, stable. Warnings, the last thing it's saying of warning as well is saying be careful of stress or anxiety. Be careful of how things or people affect you emotionally. And in summary, look, it is known as a bit like a counselling card, but there's a lot of ways to get counselling these days. Spiritual guidance, talking to someone you really trust, a professional. There's nothing wrong with sort of saying that and saying some sort of guidance or counselling is recommended just to keep going forward and to get away from that area of anxiety or strain because of past relationships that went bad. Last of all today, movement or change with their work. Family is going to be a persistent factor in their life, such as their dad more than their mum maybe, and making their mark financially. If life is good and we're moving in this area, then this person's life is continuous and growing, and the past pain is now gone. While we're waiting for the cup to settle, because I want to read this person's cup, I'm going to put it over there and let that settle for a little bit. They're going to have a sip or two, and we're going to read that coffee cup at the end. For now, the runes, we're going to go like this, and you're going to roll them out for me like that. I'll give it to my client, and they'll do that, and they typify one question with the runes. What would you like to ask?
What would I like to ask?
Would you like to know about love? Will I travel? Will I buy a house? Anything.
Can we do all of them?
Yes, we can, but pick one at a time.
Let's go the investment.
Go for it. Okay. Family investment is a probability, and we love it for family investment, and it's a maturing type of investment as well. So it might not be property, it could be business. It says there might be some delays or setbacks, but the success is there in the areas of investing or developing a family-like business. It says even though you doubt this, everything will fall into place. Just give it time. If we're right with the time frames, it's about 9 to 12 months when you would invest. Okay, the runes are very direct, and I love that about them. Okay, now you can ask about another question.
What about my business?
Okay, there is some kind of, can I say, a beginning of this new process of business that you're going into. So there could be some sort of ending with the old ways of you doing business, but rebirth in another angle or area. 12 months, very competitive, but you are gaining ground. There's no negative side to that rune if you notice that. Remember the unsurety with investing? Same thing about business. Back yourself. It's telling you be more clearer, be more sure about your choices or decisions. It says if you put your soul into this business, it would be very successful within 12 months. So follow that gut instinct.
It's funny because I did clear it to start from
Okay.
scratch. So this
Good.
is wow.
Okay. One more.
What about like connections with people?
Okay. Okay. So they're saying new beginnings or new opportunities brings in new friends, new people. The cycle of 12 months around you is a financial period. So it's saying love or friendship connections are not as important as the financial and the gains that you would gain this year if you put your head into your business or investment side. Okay? And it also says protect yourself a little bit. Maybe you're a little vulnerable. Maybe there's some people around you should be wary of. So it says be off guard of who you are trusting along your way.
That came up a couple of times in the card reading as well.
Yeah, it's
Who's
true.
in my life?
Who's in your life you've got to be wary of, it's saying.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. So you can ask, is it love interest? Is it friendships?
Well, it keeps coming up. So what are they referring to? Like friends, family, relationships?
Okay. I'll be honest with you, it's saying there is some new friends around you you've got to be careful of, but also you've had one big obstacle, one big hurdle you had to overturn. That's a past connection. And it says, think with strength and courage and move forward with new plans. It says you need stability and security with the friends you are making now. So that's telling me there's some new that you've got to be careful of, but mainly the past one that I'm going to say in pure English, you broke up with, has now dissolved, and this is the one you need to be careful of. Okay? And think with strength and courage. So when you meet someone new, like I said, follow your gut.
And is that a future?
Someone new can mean
Yeah,
now
okay.
and the present. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the next few days, few weeks that you meet someone new.
Okay.
Yes. You need stability and security from your friendships. Comfortable? Okay. So the outside shows you a little bit of a trail. See that trail? That means a bit like an enemy is around you. A bit like someone is spiteful, might not be your friend anymore even. But that's a little bit like an enemy, okay? So that you know why it looks like a bit like a snake's head if you look at it properly. Now when you read the cup, it's like saying, we're starting from the top like you're reading pictures, okay? And we just turn as we go and we pick up whether it's letters, initials and stuff like that, okay? So the first thing I see right up the top here is a trip. So I'm hoping in the next 12 months you're going somewhere, and you're not going alone, by the way, okay? Over this side, I saw a beautiful angel with wings and everything. So it means that if you are praying or you're asking for something in particular, it's like saying God is listening, you know, you are a spiritual or / religious type of person, and your prayers will be answered, okay? Over here, you've got initial A. The A is though sideways. It's not like the right way up. So I don't know if you know anyone with the initial A, first name or surname. Sometimes it can mean a business name as well, but it would be a capital, okay? I think the A is a person, all right?
I can't think off the top of my head.
Okay, you got the number 13 in there, house number, the date, I'm not sure, but the 13 or 31 could show up on something. It's sometimes an age as well.
Okay.
You got a J, anyone got a J? Oh yes, your name starts with J, sorry. See, this is where I get more tuned into the cup than the actual person. J is going through a significant change these 12 months. It's the biggest J you could see. It's like the biggest hook. Now J can mean going through a significant change is like job, career, moving home, relationship-wise, massive change here, okay? Could also be health, that you've got to just be in tune with your body health and what's going on as well, okay? 2 main appointments that I can see. Those appointments could be doctors or specialists or something like that, okay? I did see a person who's a bit upset they're a little bit emotional. I just got a feeling you're more like the supportive friend or the supportive person, and you're listening and trying to give them good advice. Okay, 2 times in a row I saw you signing things or working something out, or even online, which can mean business, contract, or some sort of deal that you're going through. Okay, I did see an older man who might have some chest problems, and I worry if it's more like a father, an uncle, or someone close to you. Problematic year for their health, I've got to admit. Okay, apart from all of that, there's a P. Anyone got a P? P is big. It's a gossip, it's a friendly thing, but it's a bit of a gossip thing as well. So maybe that's going to come out with a friend or someone. There's a 0 birthday, which can mean someone's turning 30, 40, 50, or 60, one of those 0 birthdays. So it should be a good, happy birthday. Okay, apart from all of that, if we're going to pick on your body, it is, so I've got to tell you, it's picking on your back a bit. It's picking on your nervous system and your back. So be careful of aches or pains or sciatica type of problems. Okay, apart from all of that, I did see a walking away from 2 main friends. I don't know why, but it feels like it's the backing away and it's not fixable. Your head is down, and I don't think there's a forgiving time with this for now, just for now. Okay, now I've gone back around, so that's where I started and that's where we stop. Right now, I give them the cup so they can give me a thumbprint. And we pick up on what it says, and the picture shows us. Whew.
Why are you laughing?
Well, looks like 2 things to me. One is a bit like a cross. So cross can mean sometimes sacrifice. Our religion is very important to us, but it also looks like a kettle. If you look at it, it looks like a kettle too. You know when we say, if we call the kettle black, it's black. You can't change it. But also the kettle in cultural terms of, say, Middle Eastern, we say kettle means a lot of gossip. A lot of gossip you're going to hear, a lot of talk and hype you're going to hear. Not all of it's going to be true. Carry your cross, believe in your faith. That's how I would read that. Okay, did you enjoy?